Hello and welcome to Market Ki Baatein. As usual, we are connecting at the evening after the markets and trying to understand what is the kind of understanding which people have. And as people are joining by, let me try and give an update on what is the theme which we are carrying over the last few days. And we are focusing every Thursday, especially now we are concentrating on the stop loss series. Yes, people are joining in. Hi Sunil, hi Devendra, welcome to Market Ki Baatein. My name is Raja Venkatraman. I am the co-founder of Neo Trader and also your trading influencer. I've been in the market for more than 15 years. I've been happily married with a loving wife and an energetic son who keeps me on the run just like the markets. So how have you all been doing? Hello Devendra, welcome. So today my question is, are there different kinds of stop loss according to you? So what do you feel? Do you guys feel are there different kinds of stop loss? What is your take on this particular question? We all know that yes, we should be keeping stop loss, we should keep it here, we should keep it there. But then when it comes to stop loss, it's always very different because people don't have the right kind of understanding and people do not have the right kind of application also. I'll be talking about the application in my next session. So the next session will be the concluding session of this particular series, and I will be talking to you about how we need to apply. But then before we get to the application, let's try and understand what is your opinion. Are there different kinds of stop loss? Because everyone has got only one approach, which is that there is something called as stop loss, right? So what is your take? Do you feel, first of all, stop loss should be applied? Some of the people said in the last session that yes, we should be applying stop loss, but then some of the people felt that no, I should not be applying stop loss because stop loss takes away my position and then I am left wondering. Yes, there are people joining in, and hello to everyone. This session is about asking you whether according to you are there different kinds of stop loss when you go ahead and do your trade, do your investment, basically any market participation which you do you always have a stop loss first of all? And if yes, what are the kinds of stop loss do you think are there in the market? So that's my question for today. And when you are talking about stop loss, there are at least three types of stop loss. So one stop loss which is always to be applied is called as the exit stop loss. What do you call as an exit stop loss? Exit stop loss is the stop loss that you apply when you are taking a position. So whenever you are taking a position, the stop loss you apply to exit your trade when the trade is not working in your direction. That is called as a exit stop loss. So suppose you are taking a buy trade, the stop loss will be on the lower side. When you are taking a sell trade, the stop loss will be on the upper level. So that's how a stop loss is. Stop loss is basically to protect your capital. Okay, that is called as a exit stop loss. So now there is also an entry stop loss. What do you call as an entry stop loss? Sometimes you identify based on the strategies that you follow. You try and identify certain trades and you try to identify, okay, this is the kind of trade which I want to get into and this is the kind of level which I am marking out, and this is the level beyond which I should be actually taking the trade. Yes, the trades are set, everything is set, but how many times it happens that yes, suddenly you will see that this particular trade has started moving up and you are not part of that trade, right? आपको ट्रेड लेना है और आप ट्रैक कर रहे हैं उस स्टॉक को या इंडेक्स को, बट लेकिन क्या होता है कि आपने सही समय पर उस ट्रेड को आप देख नहीं पाए और उसकी वजह से जो ट्रेड निकल गई आपके लेवल से, फिर आप देखते ही रहते हैं, राइट? मोस्ट ऑफ अस ओनली वॉच एंड ऑब्जर्व द स्टॉक्स विच वी वर ट्रैकिंग because the trade went beyond our levels, correct? So that is where the entry stop loss come into. So you should, instead of using the word stop loss, you can also use the word stop. So you either have an exit stop or you have an entry stop. So entry stop is something where you enter a trade. Exit stop is something where you will exit a trade. So once you enter a trade, that is called as an entry stop. So once you enter a trade, you get stopped into a trade. आप ट्रेड के अंदर चले जाते हो, you get the trade executed. So that means you are having a position in the market. What is the other stop which I said first? I said the exit stop. What is an exit stop? Exit stop says कि अभी आपका स्टॉप ट्रिगर हो गया है और अभी आप मार्केट से बाहर हो गए हो. दैट मीन्स दैट यू आर नॉट देयर एज पार्ट ऑफ द मार्केट. यू might have to take another position or whatever, but you are not there as part of the market right now in that stock or in that index. So that is called as an exit stop. So ये दो तो हमारे दो स्टॉप हो गए. अभी है तीसरा स्टॉक. What is the third stock? Third stock is the protective stop. What do you call as a protective stop? Does anyone know? Does anyone know what is a protective stop? कोई यूज करता है protective stop? That's why I asked, according to you, are there different kinds of stops which are there in the market? And this is what I wanted to share with you. So first we saw the exit stop, then we saw the entry stop, and now this is about the third stop is about a protective stop. Protective stop कहिए या you can say it as a trailing stop. So basically this stop is to protect your gains. Very well said, Devendra. Protective stop is to protect your gains. आपका ट्रेड अगर आपके तरफ चलता है, it is in your favor, so you want to ensure that you do not lose. So one very important rule as part of the market trading, investing, is that you should ensure that you do not lose money after the trade has started working for you. You should be alert and vigilant about this aspect. So how will you do that? You can only do that if you deploy the protective stop. Protective stop is, or trailing stop is, when the trade starts moving in your favor, you can revise the stop loss to such an extent that your chances of losing money becomes less. And if the trade starts functioning very well, like for example a trade like Sun TV which moved very well today, so if you had taken the trade and if you had kept revising the stop, there will come a point in the market when the whole market will take you out of the market, right? So तभी आपका जो trailing stop है या protective stop है, it will keep on getting revised, and as it keeps on getting revised, you will be able to come into a profit zone. Like for example, if you have taken the trade at 100 and if you have kept the stop loss initially at 98, soon as the trade starts moving up, you can bring your stop loss to 100 and maybe even higher, and that's how you will be able to protect your gains. And as suppose 100 say 110 it goes, so your stop loss, you can keep on revising the stop loss, and that way you can ensure that you are able to protect your gains and also ensure that you are able to make money. So that's how you are supposed to use protective stop and ensure that yes, it is possible to make money in this manner. So this is what I wanted to share with you about the different kinds of stops that are there as far as price is concerned, so that you can identify them and you can ensure that yes, my participation in the market is more structured and it is more timely. Yes, trailing stop loss is the one which I am referring to as the protective stop, and it will ensure that you are always there in the market. Why do you need a stop loss? You need a stop loss, or you need a stop to ensure that you are available to trade the market every day. Market is a sea of unending opportunities, and if you want to continue to participate in the market, it is very essential to apply the stop. And that's why I wanted to make this series as a dedicated to stop loss, because everyone thinks that they know how to apply stop loss, but then that is what is failing many of the times. So I will be coming up in the next edition, and I'll be talking to you about a different kind of stop which is not relating to the price, and we will be discussing also on the application next Thursday, because next Thursday will be the concluding session on stop loss. So I'll be catching you then. Meanwhile, if you're having any clarification on either the entry stop loss or the exit stop loss or the protective stop loss, you can shoot it right here, and let's have the discussion right now before we end this show for today. How many of you guys are really using these three kinds of stop loss? I would say stop. कहने के लिए तो सब एक प्राइस लेवल है, बट देन हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू आर रियली यूजिंग इट? आप जितने 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 बार आप स्टॉप यूज करोगे उतने बार आपको फायदा होगा, क्योंकि यू विल एंश्योर दैट यू आर गेटिंग इनटू द ट्रेड एट द राइट टाइम व्हेन द ट्रेड इज वर्किंग. You will get out of the trade at the right time when the trade is failing. Okay, Mayur, good to know that you use trailing stop loss. Trailing stop loss is a very good mechanism. The benefit of stop is that अगर आप जितने बार भी आप यूज करेंगे stop, yes, when the stop gets hit, you definitely feel that, oh, my trade, I am out of the trade, or you might get into a trade. It can happen either ways, but then you are more relaxed, and that is what is very important. You should always be relaxed, and that's why I'll be talking about some application of stop in the next edition. But then that's what I wanted to understand, what kind of stop do you use? And yes, some people are using trailing stop, some people are using the entry stop too. I like to use the entry stop because it ensures that yes, when the momentum is there, I am into the trade at the right price point. It is very important to enter the trade at the right price point, and that's why it is very essential that your levels are identified and you are able to understand that yes, this is the price point from where I want to get into. My analysis is all right, my analysis is there. Now I'm clear about what price I should be entering, and if I am already there in the queue, then I know that yes, I will be able to get in along with the momentum and ensure that I'm able to take part in the trend, because trend में participate करना ही उचित है और trend में से ही आपका पैसा बनता है. तो ये बात साफ जाहिर है. अगर आप देख रहे हैं कि आज काफ़ी अप ट्रेंड के बाद आज एक गिरावट आई है, तो इस गिरावट में भी देयर वर अपॉर्चुनिटीज एंड सर्टेन स्टॉक्स डिड डू वेल. तो आपको देखना है कि ट्रेंड कौन से स्टॉक में है और उसके हिसाब से आपको स्टॉप रखना है और ट्रेड में एंटर करना है, या स्टॉप रख के अगर ट्रेड नहीं चल रहा हो तो उससे एग्जिट करना है. सो स्टॉप इज अ वेरी वेरी पावरफुल वे टू एंश्योर दैट यू स्टे अलाइव, योर कैपिटल स्टेज अलाइव, and your mindset especially stays alive. All right, so with that I come to an end of today's edition. It was nice talking to you all. I just wanted to share with you some of these thoughts. If you like what I shared, I would like you to leave a like on this video, which will be there in the IGTV feed. If you're watching it after the show, it will be there as part of the IGTV feed. If you like it, I would also like you to share this video with as many people as possible, because I want more and more people to be aware of how to approach the market, and that's why I do this session called as Market Ki Baatein. And till I meet you guys again, I'll be there next Tuesday with another round of discussion on a different element. And the questions will be coming up. If you are not yet part of our Instagram handle, I would like you to subscribe to this Instagram feed. And by the way, if you have not seen the fantastic analysis of Nifty and Bank Nifty done yesterday for today's market analysis, I am sure that you would like to see it. It's on our YouTube channel called as Chart Advice Profits for You. Let me just type it on the comment section so that you can go and see how the index behaved exactly as we had analyzed. So I analyzed it quite well, and I'm sure that you will also get some insights. I'll be coming up with the analysis for the next session, which is tomorrow, and you can also take a look at that. Till then, have a good day. This is Raja Venkatraman signing off. I'm the co-founder of NeoTrader and also your trading influencer. I've been in the markets for more than 15 years. I've been happily married with a loving wife and an energetic son who keeps me on the run just like the markets. Have a good day. Stay safe. Stay healthy.